Here's my review of Dr. Stone, Chapter 99, Kingdom of Science Photojournal. And let me just say, this entire chapter was above and beyond every other chapter we've gotten so far. I mean, there are a few I think I like a little more than this, but this, in terms of the amount of work and effort that went into this chapter, it's absolutely amazing. So there's just so much in it. It's only 19 pages, but each page just has so much detail and thought and effort put into it, and it's just absolutely amazing. I almost hope that it's on break next week, just to give the author and artist a break so they can breathe, because they just did so much in this chapter. It's so amazing. It's also like the second longest chapter, not in terms of pages, but in like chronology, because this literally takes place over almost 2 years of them working to build the ship. I'm not sure if they were trying to speed things up, like they wanted to get through all this, so chapter 100 would be them on the ship, their maiden voyage, departing for the source of petrification and the Y-Man and all that. I mean, it definitely feels that way. Anyway, so the entire chapter is basically a series of photos. And even when it's just a photo, that's literally just filled with text and dialogue of everyone saying, talking about what happened here, or talking about how things are done certain ways, and really, a lot of that felt like reminiscent of what we got in the earlier chapters, where we really explained step by step what was involved in every process. There's a whole discussion of dialogue and how this works, the history of it, and all that, which I really liked and have missed for the most part. First photo we get is him with his model ship, which just is absolutely beautiful, though not entirely identical to what we get in the final picture. I like this little note about they're putting a cargo hatch beneath the sail so they can use it to lift things up and down. Though his idea of an on-deck casino does get rejected fairly roundly. They're going to need some kind of entertainment on the ship. I just don't think a full casino is what they're looking for. From there we see the drawing tool they're using to scale it up, which I just absolutely love this thing. Though he's basically drawing with a pencil that says weighs 50 kilos. Seriously, he's moving 50 kilos like it's nothing as he draws. I can't even imagine the amount of strength it would take to actually do that myself. Then we get to see a great blueprint of everything that's going to take to build the ship, and they basically have most of it, though they need a rotary kiln and the massive engine, which I'm not sure what I really expected out of that, but yeah, they delivered. Jesus Christ, this kiln, it's next level. And once again, they use a lot of science terms to describe it. Feeding that into the rotary turn and tossing in oxygen produced via electrolysis makes impurities like phosphorus and silicone rise to the top so that we can filter them out. I mean, this thing is a monster. I can't even imagine. Honestly, I would have loved a whole chapter just on them building this thing because it's so freaking huge and so complex, but it still just looks absolutely amazing in this. Also got a few other interesting moments. They go snowboarding. Our resident gorilla is apparently so fast that she cannot be photographed, which, interesting. We also have them celebrate Valentine's Day by making faux chocolate using red peas, which I didn't even know was a thing. There's also school, which is, oh my god, that picture of the Science Academy was just so absolutely cute. I mean, seriously, all the students just starting to learn science. I can't even begin to imagine what that's going to be like in a few years. Imagine like 3-4 years of school and then compare the parents to the children. They're going to be basically super geniuses, capable of doing things that parents never even dreamed of. They also build a freaking lathe, which, I mean, seriously, I know it's nothing compared to the kiln, but just the minute detail required to make this thing is absolutely insane. They also collect silkworms, apparently because they need silk. They use it to make bathing suits, which is another just beautiful scene. Not just the girls, but our little watermelon there is adorable. But just another just amazingly detailed image here. But I'm not really sure why they need silk for this. Maybe it's just for the silk bathing suits, but I mean, they've been swimming in other things so far, so still unclear what role that played. Then the reporter reveals why she's been taking all these pics. There is a good chance that Senku and everyone else who leaves may never come back. And this is a super dangerous journey into basically uncharted territories. They know nothing about what's happened to the world since they've been gone. Continents have changed and shifted over countless generations. Volcanoes and earthquakes have gone off. The sea is just full of sunk ships which they could run aground on. I mean, there's so much out there that could literally just kill them, and even if the ship makes it back, not everyone on board might survive the trip. I mean, I'm sure they packed plenty of fruit and all that, but being on a ship is dangerous, and any number of things could end up killing them. So she took the pictures because she wanted to remember them in case they never come back, and that was a really just great moment from her. And then we see the actual ship. And Jesus freaking Christ, this thing is just absolutely amazing. I cannot believe they made this in, what was this, 2 years now? It is a beast, a monster. I know she's worried, but if I was in a ship like this, I would worry about nothing. I would be a god on the sea. Then, on September 10th, 5741, the Perseus was completed. I'm just now noticing the author is taking a break next week. I didn't notice it my first time reading it. On the last page, it says it returns April 7th, which is in 2 weeks. Alright, so it is off next week. So, yeah, like I said, that's probably for the best because there was just so much work that went into this chapter that just went above and beyond everything we've seen before. I mean, this was definitely a labor of love to get this chapter done, and it's absolutely amazing. And like I said, I'm glad he's taking a week off, but I'm so excited for the next one because they hit the water, and I'm not sure what they're going to do. Either be like another brief time skip, or it'll just be a few chapters of them out on the open water, finding new things, finding the Y-Man. I mean, what really are they going to encounter? Sharks? Ships that somehow still afloat? Ghost ships, as you would call them? Drones? Does the Y-Man have drones that he's going to send after them, trying to shoot them down? So many questions. So much of what happens next is unknown. It's insane. And this is usually the part in the video where I theorize what's going to happen next, but the truth is I have no freaking clue. We're literally just jumping off a cliff here and have no idea what lies beneath, and I'm just so excited to find out the truth of the Y-Man, the world, petrification. I don't know about what the Y-Man is or what he wants, but I certainly can't wait to find out. So until 2 weeks from now, be sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and peace.